Hope everything is working. I'm gonna right now my goal is to just solve the weekly contest problems. So I'm just gonna go through the problems and solve it and try to explain as well as I can. Uh, yeah, I guess nothing more to comment on. Let's start with an easy question. Maximum containers on a ship. You are given a positive integer n representing an n by n cargo deck on ship. Each cell on the deck can hold one container with a weight of exactly W. However, the total weight of all containers, if loaded on the deck, must not exceed the ship's maximum weight capacity maximum. Written the maximum number of containers that can be loaded into ship. So I have a 2 by 2 matrix. No, I just have uh, the n, and each cell can hold just one container of. So I have n and W, and the total weight of all containers should not be maximum weight. Okay. Um, so we have equal number of equal number of, sorry, equally weighted containers. Each cell can only hold one weighted container. So maximum the cargo deck can hold is n by n into W. It would be the maximum hold. It's like how many cells are there and how much each weight. But this should not exceed the maximum weight. So instead of doing this, let me see how many maximum. I'm just trying to name this thing. So number of containers for maximum weight. So I'm just going to say number of NOC. So number of containers for maximum weight MW. Not very intuitive, but so would be the division of max weight by W. Can take integer division. So that would be the number of containers you can have maximum. So I can say n is max of n. No, number of containers. So containers things is max of no, it should be men of n by n, comma sorry. And I'm just gonna return that times weight. Should work. What? Oh, okay. I misinterpreted what I need to send back. I was thinking I was gonna send. Okay. Is there anything I need to take care of? Everything should be fine. Submit and send. Ah, done. Okay. So next question. Properties graph. You are given a 2D array properties having dimensions n by n and an integer k. Define a function intersect a comma b that returns the number of distinct integers common to both arrays a and b. Construct an undirected graph where Each index I corresponds to properties of I. There's an edge between node I and node j. If and only if intersect of properties of I, comma properties of j are greater than or equal to k, where I and j are in range 0 to n minus 1 and I not equals to j, return the number of connected components in resulting graph. Okay, so I have a 2D matrix which is of n by, so I guess I'm just getting to a 2D matrix and then integer as an input, and I have to define an intersect function that returns number of distinct components common to arrays both A and B. What? Okay, it's like a intersection of two arrays A and B, but it will have only distinct numbers. Okay. Construct an undirected graph where each index I corresponds to property I. There is an edge between node I and node j if and only if properties of I are greater than, okay, number of okay, okay, so it's not exactly a 2D array, you are just using a list of lists or array of arrays where like each array is individual and we are not like exactly doing anything. So if I think about it, if you, to get like this intersect we need uh, like a set function. You can just do set function of minus and just return the length of it, so it's basically will be the O of endpoint. So let me just write that function intersect a comma b. Should I? Yeah, you can just run. These are a list of ends. B is also a list of ends, and it would return an int which is just the number of, so it would be return length of set of a minus set of b. So that's what that would do. Is there a set difference, or I can just do minus for it? Let's figure out. I'm just gonna write that and see if that works. Okay. What else? So I need to form a graph and get a connected components. Oh good, okay. Um, mm, okay, I guess I don't need like an, I'm just gonna have a visited um, for a number of, so I need visited set, and let's just let add just be a set and figure out how to handle this. Okay, so since we have n n n rows, m columns, n rows and m columns, right? That's why n by n, it's not m by n. So for I range of properties. So that would be for each I need like a combination of j in range. I can start from I plus 1 since we'll be going through the whole combinations of I and j. Properties. I'm pretty sure that's associative. I and j are associative. So, okay. So that will go through each and every if I comma j visited. If it's already visited, I don't need to do anything. So not in visited. Mm, I'm just trying DFS right now. I know there are like very good examples of doing this, but I'm just gonna do DFS for now. So it would be I and J. Mm, okay, so I have to check the out of bounds? Yes, because I need to recurse it. So I should be if I is less than 0 or I greater than or equals to length of properties or j is less than 0 or j is greater than length of properties. Do I need to check this? But I'm just gonna return it. I need number of components, right? So that means like how many ever dfijs have. I'm just gonna component plus equals to 1. That would be the solution 0. Return that. Um, so let's complete the DFS. Once you enter this one, how are you going to traverse it? Should I construct a graph first before just doing? It would be more modulus if I do like a construct a adjacency list and traverse through that, because getting the list of connected things with this would be easier. Okay, let me try. I do that, and if intersect of properties of I properties of j is greater than or equals to k, then there is a adjacency list. this will be a dictionary. Then there is sensor list of default div list because I need of I dot append j and also j dot append I. Okay, so then that is taken care of. I'm gonna use visitor dot add icon j. So I'm gonna add the current node to it. Wait, I don't need the, since I'm just traversing one, I'll just have current. I don't need to check this. I just need to check whether it's visited or not. I'm gonna add that. For j in adjacency list of I, I'm gonna call dfs of j. That's it. Yeah, that's a basic thing. And here I just need to traverse through the adjacency list. All the nodes in the adjacency list, but if there are no links, then I would have to use them as the properties. So this for each I would have to run a DFS if I not visited. Then I would run DFS of I. Yeah, I mean it's just a default it even if I have that issue. And after each DFS I'm going to just do plus equals to 1. This should work. Okay. I got two components in second one. Okay, let me see where I'm going wrong. Let me just print the gems list and see. 0 is connected to 1, 2, 3, 4. How come so? Because that's where the issue is happening. Okay, so if I go to 0, that is 1 comma 2, 1 4 2, what am I getting in the intersect here? Let me just print intersect. Just print that intersect here. One comma 2, 1 comma 1, 1, 1 comma 2, 3 comma 4, 2. Why is it 2? Oh, okay. But the difference is like, okay, okay. Let me think about it. Difference is just like minusing the common element in A. So I just need to minus length of A to get the intersection con. So just comment out the print statements. Okay. Still getting. Wait, what is that? Length of A is 2. It should be length of set A. So what am I doing here? I'm calculating the number of intersections here and making an adjacency list and wrote a DFS function to connect the components and traversing through each array and component. I think I'm ready. So I just want to, yeah, that works. So yeah, this I think the runtime is very high because of DFS. I think component is easily found through the, what is it called? Diffusion. I'm struggling to remember what it's called. There is like a union find. Yes. Why am I thinking of diffusion? Anyways, so using union find, I think I can reduce the DFS part of it just while creating the edge itself. I think there can be made in such that it can be happen, but I think my complexity is in square. Is it in square? Yes, yeah. Um, yeah, sure, it is. That's solved. Mm, let's try the next one. Find the minimum amount of time to brew potion. You are given two integer arrays, skill and mana of length n and m, respectively. An laboratory and wizards must brew m potions in order. Each potion has mana capacity of mana G and must pass through all wizards sequentially to be brewed properly. The time taken by the ith wizard on the jth potion is time ij, which is skill times mana. Since the brewing process is delicate, potion must be passed to the next wizard immediately after the current wizard completes their work. This means the timing must be synchronized so that each wizard begins working on a potion exactly when it arrives. Return the minimum amount of time required for the potions to be brewed properly. Okay. Uh, So I have two arrays which are skill and mana. That's just the only input. I have to return minimum amount of time required for the portions to be grouped properly. Okay. Is there any other input? No. Okay. So n wizards have each have like skill, and mana is just like the portion. Each portion has the capacity. Um, what each portion and must pass through all the wizards sequentially to go properly. Okay. Um, so let's say zero mana, zeroth mana. Okay, first mana has to go through n wizards, and each one will cost skill times that and that. How can I minimize a portion? Okay. Um, so it can be done parallelly. Mm, mm. So basically, the minimum part of it makes me want to think of DP, but I don't think it's DP. It's I think it's a heap problem, where it's kind of like a scheduling problem, right? Scheduling problem can be worked out using priority queues or like heaps. Uh, so we have how long each section of that takes, and can a portion be paused? No, it can't be paused. It has to be passed directly. Mm. Mm. So basically, how many parallelly, how many of the wizards can do parallelly, ensuring that it won't end the process of doing. That's where I'm getting at. Mm. Okay, let's just take the simple example of three scaled ones, and each takes three times. So by the time first one completes one, the second and third are free because they're waiting for the first one to complete. And once it goes, the second and the first and this are free. So if I give the next portion to this, it can do it, because they will be freed up by the time the next portion will come up. Is it like a mm, should I do it like sequential? Is there need to do like the jth portion needs to be done? Or is it like can I start from like one? No, right? No, it has to be in order. Okay. Mm. So I guess I can make a not a heap problem. I think it's not a heap or a scheduling problem. It looks like a the more I think about it, I just want to create like a 2 by 2 matrix with all the timings and run like a min max thing on each of them. Um, I need to think on this. My brain is not working. Um, my brain just froze, honestly. um, I'm unable to think of the solution here. Should I just push through what I'm thinking right now? Mm, I'm gonna just see the hint, okay? Maintain each wizard's earliest free time. Bro, that's what I was. Okay, just need to. I think that solution would have come for me if I just been like a bit patient. Uh, I get impatient if, as soon as like I don't get an answer to my confusion. I think that's only come for me if I just been like a bit patient. Uh, I get impatient if, as soon as like I doing it, traversing through each array and component. Um, I think I'm gonna stop streaming for now. Maybe I'll do the parts next time. Bye. I'll try to do it more often. No promises.